Yo, what is going on, my fellow weeps? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. So another week has passed. We have another quick update video for you guys today. But before I jump into that, if you're here, as always, I'm Chrono. I primarily cover PSO2 content. We are working towards our first major goal. Still a bit of a rough thing, but we're doing the best we can. And that goal is hitting 10,000 subs on the channel. I'd much appreciate if you subscribe, if you enjoy the content, or you're just keeping up with what's going on in NGS. It helps out a ton and makes you feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. Either way, let's go ahead and get started. So today's updates are pretty quick, but if you're new to these videos, you're probably asking, why would I sit here and listen to someone read me the information that I definitely can read on my own? You're absolutely right. Feel free to gather that information yourself from PSO2.com/players or NGS.PSO2.com. Either way will get you over here. Scroll on down. Anything important has a little red tag next to it. What you're going to find is this week, and a lot that's all that important. So starting off, we have the update information. It's basically just the punk scratch. We have the punk scratch, and then in a couple of days, we have the two AC scratches, the item support, or so the support item select scratch, and the rewind collection scratch. That's pretty much it for this week. Probably like, oh, no new content. Yeah, not really anything new going on. Mostly just farm out the event and the usual LTQs, and you're good to go. And that's pretty much all we're really looking at here. We also have the Punkish Street, AC scratch, all the different outfits and things of that sort. Looking pretty solid, actually. I do kind of like what I've seen here so far, at least of this scratch. This is probably one of my favorite ones in a while, at least from outfits and things of that sort. Here's kind of whatever, but it is what it is. And as you guys know, Phantasy Star is all about the fashion. So pretty good fashion here. These shoots are sick. This choker is sick. The punk nails are actually pretty cool too. These bangles are sick. There's a lot on here that's just really, really good. So there's a lot of accessories I actually want to pick up from this scratch. So I'm looking forward to grabbing all of those as I can to the best of my ability. And then it is coming up on PSO2 Day, so it is the first of the month coming up, meaning that we will have a ton of bonuses and just some free extra SG and things of that sort. So if you are free to play, make sure you collect your rewards, and if you're premium, make sure you double check and collect your additional rewards that you have there as well. And though it wasn't on the actual update list of information, I figured I'd go over really quick what's going on with the Super Halpha Origin Festival. It's kind of like our anniversary stuff. So it's just Origin Festival in general. You can always go through this little dial or this little box here, this image, let you know what's kind of going on at the given time. And you can see that there's dates here as you go along. So right now we're on the 30th. So anything that has a bar that goes all the way across here essentially is what's going on at the moment. So we've got, our weekly gifts, Super SG item recycle, the Super Salon, use your heart to its content, basically meaning that anything that requires usually a salon pass doesn't cost anything right now. There is a Super Item Enhancement Support campaign that starts a little bit later, so it's going to be in about the middle of the week here. We are currently in the Halpha Lake Counterattack Part 2, next Vera Suppression Op, and then Tundra Cleanup. So that's the two LTQs that are swapping around, and then of course the urgent quest that's going on at the moment. We have the Super Reward Box Aegis that's going on at the moment. Pretty solid stuff there. And then, of course, during Halpha Super Origin Festival, the rare drop rate will always be at plus 50% for premium set users. So a reason to pick up premium if you're actively playing the game at the moment and doing any bit of farming. On top of that, we also have the rare drop rate plus 150 and the rare drop item preset skill rate plus 100%. So basically, you get higher RDR and also a higher chance of getting fixes. This does increase in people who do usually farm quite a bit and stack a lot of boost. Tend to find that these days tend to be really good for them. You've also got PSO2 Day. It's going to come in between that as well. So if you want to go ahead and maximize your boosts, you want to go ahead and pick up on PSO2 Day, pop buffs, and then also, take advantage of this. And it's like 3 days, basically. It's from the 1st to the 3rd. Not exactly 3 days, but it's long enough for you to get a full 24-hour boost and get a reasonable chunk of grind time out of all of that. They show off a couple of extra items you guys have seen beforehand, so we're not going to go over that, anything along those lines. We can go ahead and scroll down and see the 150 draws are still going on. It is the first part of it, so 150 draws, they'll see it up to 300 overall. You can see the gifts you're going to be getting every week, the boosts that are going on in the given time that they have them set, so you're more than welcome to go through those. And then if we go a little further down, we can see all the urgent quests that are pre-announced. They are double urgent quests and they are pre-announced, so you can basically kind of decide exactly when you want to have your playtime going. Anything that's an A is just the limited time urgent quest. Anything that's B is basically the concert, and then the urgent quest will be 30 minutes afterwards. So if you want to make sure you grab the concert for even more buffs, go ahead and do so. It's going to be very, helpful if you're pushing through and grinding out, trying to get maybe a Legend Dios, or to either use or maybe even sell to make some extra money. All right, so here we are in game. Just a quick once over. You guys are aware of everything that is important. Of course, as usually the case, whenever there is a sale, make sure to jump in here and grab your sale EX or free EX cubes. Don't pay attention to the sales. It's not worth spending your money on. We've got our campaign items. We're going to grab those. So weekly campaign items, you love to see those. Very, very helpful, very useful. And then, of course, the LTQs are still as they usually are. So nothing too crazy going on there as far as content goes. You're farming the usual thing you were farming last week. It's just some bonuses are popping up, a little bit more work to farm, and that's more or less it. If you're curious about the AC scratch and how that's looking, I'll go ahead and pull it up for you guys here really quick. I do enjoy what I'm seeing of this. This actually looks really, really cool. I'm actually very excited for this AC scratch specifically. So this is something I do like the look of a lot, and probably will rock this outfit for a little bit, at least at the very start while we're doing a bit of farming. This is these pants are really cool, and I kind of wish they would have done them separately, or maybe they've been a little bit thicker, but we're gonna probably put together a pretty cool looking outfit out of this. I actually like this look a hell of a lot, and I've already picked up not only an outerwear, but each of the outerwears but the base wear. I need to look at the innerwear as well. We also picked up the shoes. The one thing we haven't picked up, however, because it is insanely expensive, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys really quick. The sneakers weren't too bad. Sneakers were around, let me pull this up really quick, around 6 mil, nothing too terrible. But if I go down and show you guys the bangles, yeah, that's ridiculous. If I show you guys the, what is the other one? There's one other one. I think the belly ring is not too bad. So kind of expensive for that, but this is actually wild. So the necklace, last I checked when it was up, yeah, it's upwards of 6 mil. That's a bit much for a necklace. That's a little crazy, but yeah, this is a pretty popular scratch, so I'm sure people are going to be going after it. And those bangles are definitely something that I want, but don't want for, you know, 100 mil. I tend to forget about it, but to be perfectly honest, I should mention it since, you know, I know there are people out there that do actually farm these, whether it is they're trying to rank or just grab their extra tickets. But ARC's record this week is a board challenge. So we have Meliota Outer Area 2, Stage 1 board solo. If you farm out that sort of stuff, you go for top ranks or whatever it happens to be. Maybe just run it to go ahead and get your actual tickets to go ahead and trade it for SG. Either way, and that's it. Nothing else new on the weekly. Kind of lame, but to be expected at this point. Either way, let me know if there's anything I missed in the comments below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to keep up with more. As always, thank you guys to channel members. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate every single one of you. And if there's anything else that you guys want to see as a part of these videos, maybe something that I cover, something that I might have missed, feel free to let me know. I'm actually looking to kind of do not a little different, but kind of beef these up on situations where they absolutely are necessary. Keep an eye out. We do have a reaction to a very interesting video on the horizon. It'll probably be coming out tomorrow, as well as that final Legend Dios comparison video that I have been promising you guys that I just have not gotten around to doing. Either way, take care, my friends. Peace out.